Today is the day of light, joy. Today is that day when we listen to our and we hear the clear instructions of our breath coming through every cell in our body. Eat, drink, and be merry. Be happy. In truth and in fact, that is the only commandment. The only commandment coming directly from the cosmos to every living thing on earth, including you and me. Eat, drink, and be merry is a commandment, an invitation. An invitation which is backed up with provisions of delicious delights. We have been born into an earth environment which is full of delectable delights, all being sequenced, all being provided, all being supplied by your breath. You don't have to go far to find your source. You don't have to go far to find what you are. All you have to do is to turn your attention to the inside. Turn your attention to your breath. For your breath is everything. Everything that you have currently. Everything you will ever have. Everything that you are and will ever have is wrapped up in your breath. All of earth is a package of the breath, your breath, my breath. Every living image expressing as earth and on earth has claim to one thing, that is its breath. Your breath and my breath are our currency. My breath is my currency. My breath is my fuel. My breath, your breath, is our substance. All of our images, all of the images of the earth are substantiated by their breath. You see, what is very easy in our conversation now is that we're not trying to promote and propose any difficult, mysterious idea. We are promoting our reality of our breath as our only substance. We're inviting you to build a consciousness that is supported by your breath. Because if you build a consciousness that is not supported by your breath, you will have to support whatever you are building with your breath. Because your breath is your life. My breath is my life. Every living thing that has substance and has life is depended on its breath. This breath tapping session, because that is what we are having now. This session of tapping into your breath is acknowledging that your body is your breath. My body is my breath. Say that for yourself, to yourself. My body is my breath. And my breath is my body. Because what we're building here is a consciousness of what we are. We're building a consciousness of the truth of ourselves. And so we say, my breath is my truth. Your breath is your truth. All of our elements of ether, air, water, fire, and earth frequencies of all minerals, all plants, all animals, all humans, all angels and archangelic frequencies are our breath, are their breath. Because our breath fullness, your breath fullness, the breathfulness of all of earth and all living creatures is the fullness supplying our bodies. The fullness supplying our bodies with our breath. You can stop the talking. I can stop the talking. Every living thing can stop their talking. But one thing is sure, your breath is not going to stop expressing you. My breath is not going to stop expressing me. Our breath is not going to stop expressing the earth and everything living in it as itself. Truly, breath tapping is the only skill that you and I really need to tune in to who we are, to be reminded of what we are, to be engaged and vitalized by what we are. Because what we are is our breath. When I woke up this morning to the instructions of my breath, those instructions have been and will always be: eat, drink, and be merry. Eat, drink, and be merry. For everything that you need to eat, drink, and be merry about is provided by your breath.
You're shaking the thing again.
Everything that you need to satisfy and secure yourself is in your breath. It's waiting in the storehouse of your breath, because your breath is a cosmic storehouse of all nutritious frequencies. Your breath is packaged in all of the images that you're looking at. Your body and all bodies around you are sustained by your breath. We cannot repeat this often enough. We cannot say this often enough, because our consciousness is a forgetful instrument. It forgets what it is. It forgets that it is its breath. It forgets the substance that is supporting us. So you and I have to remind our consciousness that what it is what is supporting it. That what it has is what is sustaining it. And the invitation again, from all of our sessions which amount to one message, the message that you are your breath, that our cosmos is our breath. And when we want nourishment, where do we find the nourishment that sustains our body? In our breath. So our breath chorus is no idle chorus. It's the only substantial thing we can sing. I love my breath as me. And I love my breath as you. And I love my breath as me and you. I do. I do. I do. When it comes to our breath is in no hurry. When it comes to the time needed to appreciate your breath, don't be in a hurry. Because your breath, although your breath is always there for you, it's your consciousness Your attention that is running all around the place looking for what only your breath can supply. Your consciousness and mind is flipping around like butterflies, looking for what it cannot find anywhere else beside in your breath. So tap in now. Bring your attention to what is supporting it. Bring your attention to your breath, for your breath is your God. Your breath is your spirit. There is nothing else beside your breath. Let this be very clear to your mind. Let it be very clear to your consciousness. Step into your reality of your breath. Make breath fullness. Breath fullness be your standard now. Fill your mind with your breath, because only your breath has any substance to it and can fill anything. Your breath, my breath, our breath is our fullness. Let nothing distract you from that. Experience your breath as yourself. All of what I'm experiencing, all of my images that I'm experiencing, when I look at them, are my experiences of my breath, images of my breath. All of my fragrances are fragrances of my breath. Because without my breath, my fragrances have no substance. So my fragrances are substantial because my breath is supplying them with its substance. All of my textures are substantial because my breath, your breath is supplying our fragrances and our textures with the substance that it has. And the things we taste, the foods we're tasting, without our breath, without our life-giving breath, none of our foods would amount to anything besides emptiness. They could not satisfy us if our breath was not supplying them with the substance by which we're satisfied. All of our sounds, the sounds we're hearing, are sounds of our breath. So the long and the short of it, our breath is indeed everything. Our breath is our God. Our breath is our spirit. And all of our images that we're looking at, we can lay claim to them because we are the ones sustaining them with our breath. all of the fragrances that we're smelling, we are the ones sustaining them with our breath, our textures, our foods, our sounds, all of life is its breath. So realize that you're always full. Realize that you're always supplied. Realize that there is no poverty, just ignorance of our breath as being all of our possessions, all of our properties. There is no time when the earth, the cosmos will not be all of what it is. So anytime it crosses your mind that there's anything missing, just tap into your breath. Because if your breath is not missing, no thing can be missing. And the truth is, your breath is not missing. Glorify yourself as your breath now. Take time out. Let your meditation be a meditation of breathfulness, where you preoccupy yourself with what is preoccupying you with itself. Breathe consciously now. Take it easy. Your breath isn't going anywhere without you. Your breath cannot leave you behind. Relax. Breathe consciously. Breathe deeply. Accept yourself as what your breath is supplying you with. For indeed, you are what your breath is supplying you with. So if your mind is troubled, fill it with your breath. If your heart is racing, fill it with your breath. If you're feeling lonely, replace the lonely feeling with conscious deep breaths. And remember that your universe is your breath. I am my physical breath now. I am my physical breath now. I am my physical breath now. I am, and so are you. I am, and so are you. I am, and so are you. I am my physical breath now. I am, and so are you. And the more we breathe consciously together, the more we breathe consciously together, it's the happier healthier, wealthier, freer, sweeter, and wiser we will feel. For we are our breath indeed forever.